We talked about what AD was able to do last night and what Golden State could try to do, Shaq, to counteract that in Game 2.
Well, it's all about AD. He has to continue to be aggressive. He has to continue to be consistent. My problem and Chuck's problem with him is we have a great game, we have a subpar game. We have a great game, we have a subpar game. Last night, he was dominant. 30 and 23. Those are Hall of Fame championship-type numbers.
But what can Golden State do?
It doesn't matter what they can do. The answer is nothing because, he has the ability to go inside and outside. Looney's, I won't sound disrespectful, but a little slower than AD, a little shorter than AD, so he should be able to shoot over the chair or just go around him. So, but AD has to be aggressive. This is about AD. This ain't about Golden State. He's the type of guy that when he puts his mind to it, he can get 30 and 23. We want him to get back to, again, I keep saying this, but 3-4 years ago, Chuck and I were marveling over this kid, saying this kid's going to be the best player in the game. He kind of fell off. He has a glimpse of it where he brings it back. So if he continues to play like that, Lakers all day, every day.
So he says Golden State can't do anything.
Well, they can do something. The Lakers are not a good three-point shooting team. So he's got a point. If AD puts his mind to it, he got a huge advantage on size and quickness. But I think they're going to have to take the ball out of his hands and make those guys. The Lakers were not a good three-point shooting team. Now, they're going to get a lot of them because if you double AD, you're going to get a lot of wide-open threes. And to me, you got to pick your poison. He's too quick for Looney. He's too big for Draymond. But if you get Beasley, Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, those guys, man, if they start making shots, it could really be a long series for the Warriors.
They were 6 for 25 from deep last night. We saw some zone from Steve Kerr.
Yeah, that was my, answer last night. Because what you want to do is take guys out of rhythm. You're not going to stop them, but you take them out of rhythm. So if you play a zone, then all of a sudden the ball doesn't go back and forth like a ping pong. They're playing a 3-2 zone. You can play a 2-3 zone, 1-2-2, whatever it is. But you know where he is at all times. He's not driving to the basket around slow-footed guys. And if he gets the ball, then it's easier to double team. Toughest part is you got to rebound out of the zone, and it's tougher to rebound out the zone. But again, you're trying to stop this from happening. Boom, 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 boom. You're trying to take the rhythm away. And when you take the rhythm away, then he doesn't get the possession. He's not touching the ball and getting the frequency of it to feel good about himself. And at times, he's catching it only to finish. Now he's catching it to finish, to play make, or to start the offense. You got to cut those things out. And I don't know if it's a heavy diet, but there has got to be a big diet.
But the negativity of the zone has two weaknesses. Number one, you get a good shot every time, and it's hard to rebound out of a zone. That's the only problem you have when you play zone. Now, Lakers aren't a good three-point shooting team, but I do agree with Kenny. You can only do that periodically when certain guys are in the game, because if you start letting guys get wide on jump shots like they practice,
eventually they're going
to start falling.
Yeah.
And again, AD's been around the block. He's seen every defense. If he puts his mind to it, that stuff they're talking about be null and void. Don't matter. Zone, man-to-man, switching, all that. It's all about AD tomorrow, period.